Hello and welcome. Here we are. I see some of you already in the chat, and that's amazing. Hi, Renata. Good to see you. I know it's pretty early in Arizona. Thanks for joining. Soma, hello. India. Oh my goodness. What time is it in India right now? Jan, big hugs from the UK. I mean, look at this. So we've got USA, India, and the United Kingdom. Bam, bam, bam in the chat already. So that's phenomenal. We're just gonna wait here just a second, to see everybody coming in. Hi there, Becca. Good to see you. Alabama. Yes, yes. Wow. I don't know about you. I'm just feeling amazing. I'm feeling like today is a phenomenal day. And I just want to remind everybody that we're always on our journey, aren't we? And no matter how many classes we take, how much we practice, um, how many books we read, whatever it is, we're always growing and evolving for sure. And I just want to, I don't know, say that, I guess. So keep on going, keep on looking, keep on seeking, and all of that kind of thing. And that reminds me, we all are seekers, right? So as we come on, I want to say hi again. I see some other familiar names in the chat and some new names too. Hi there, Sarah. I see you. And from London, Alba. Good to welcome you here. And Michelle, I know you. Yes, yes. And the Philippines. Hello, lot. Yeah, in Australia. Wow, we've just got times all over and people from all over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Amazing. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Okay, so I'm not really sure. Every time we get together, which is every first Thursday of the month, I'm never really sure what we're going to do, but I just feel it's going to be great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you an original, in the moment sort of Reiki meditation and share. And I do want to include the share portion today where we reflect and share the energy outward. And we're going to do that for everybody who has your heart's attention, for world events and things happening, no matter where in the world. And yeah, we'll even go a little bit further with that, I think, today too. But I think it's super important. So we're definitely going to do that as part of the Reiki meditation and share. And so I'm going to lead that in a few minutes. And so you can experience the energy for yourself. And then we'll take a quick break after that. See if there's any messages or anything that come through to share at that moment. But just some quick announcements. And then we'll go into an Ask Me Anything sort of phase of our event. The whole thing will last an hour. And then tomorrow I'll put it on the Mainstream Reiki YouTube channel with music added, and it'll just be the meditation and share part. But you can always rewatch the full version on the channel. Okay, you can always watch that. I think it's under the live tab, but I'm not sure, or a playlist of live videos. I don't know. You all probably know way more than I do about how it looks on the channel. So I see it from a whole different way. So, all right. We're a few minutes in. Are we ready to start? Oh, and the other thing is start getting your questions formulated in your mind for Ask Me Anything later. And you can help us out when that time comes by typing out the word question in all caps before your question. I think we're ready. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think we're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's just take a deep breath. We are here together right now in this moment. Can you feel it? All of us together. And because we know there is no time, even those who will join later, we all share this experience. We all share this time together. Our energy is sharing this experience. And in oneness we are. I'd invite you to sit back, relax, take a deep breath. Make yourself comfortable. You may close your eyes, intending to receive what I'm offering here, as long as it is in resonance with your highest good. That is always our priority. And I'm beginning to send you the highest frequencies of Reiki energy. And there's a high frequency coming through of universal love, including acceptance. And you are invited to receive this. You are worthy and complete. There is nothing you need to do to fully receive this healing energy for your highest good. For those of you who work with your guides and angels, your spiritual teams, please invite them to accompany you in this moment, surrounding you with love and support, and whatever it is that you need right now. And let us go a bit deeper. Imagine now that we are together, you and we have an appointment for a Reiki session. Lie down on the table. And I place my hands now at the crown of your head, allowing this energy to flow in through the top of your head. You may feel sensations in your body, at your head, or somewhere else. You may see colors with your eyes closed, or perhaps images come through in your awareness. You are safe and secure and held in the vibration of love, of peace, and understanding. Limitlessness. As this energy engages with your personal energy, you are invited to relax your grip on everything that you're holding on to that no longer serves your highest good. Allow this energy and its gentle but strong current to loosen all cords and connectors, all ties, to everything that dampens your potential to be healed, to feel whole, and to fill your purpose. Moving my hands now to the sides of your head. further illuminating your body with this healing light. Every frequency of energy you could possibly need is available to you, and your body's wisdom knows exactly what you need as you meet with the Reiki energy, restoring your energy to balance and wholeness. Moving my hands to your shoulders now. The energy helps to loosen your muscles. The tension that you hold there as you try to do it all. Relax and receive. Perhaps taking in a breath here. And as you exhale, go deeper into relaxation. Taking these moments caring for yourself and allowing love in as I place my hands over your heart. As part of this team all around you, caring for you, focusing solely on you. Receive love now. Filling yourself with healing and love, all through the access point of your heart, flooding in. Your entire chest is illuminated with the light of Reiki. Your shoulders are more relaxed. Your head and neck continue to receive the benefits. Your crown is open and receiving. You may receive on all levels. Receiving in all ways, perfectly aligned with where you are now. Placing my hands on your abdomen, bathing the energy centers of the solar plexus and the sacral, bringing balance physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, better able to digest life and take what is needed and wanted at any given time, and leaving the rest. Nourishing your body, mind, and spirit. Your abdomen is illuminated, bathed in the light. As we move to your root, your first energy center, accessing all space and time and all aspects of who you are, who you've been, and who you shall ever be. Allowing this healing to ride the timelines, to be offered to your ancestors, to your childhood in this lifetime, to your childhood in all lifetimes, bringing light to where there was darkness, assimilating all knowledge, all gifts, all lessons learned, allowing this wisdom to be yours in this lifetime, emerging into your awareness, when and as it is needed. For you are far greater than you've ever known yourself to be, with access to the universal energy of the all that is, You are energy in human form. And I move to your feet now. And with humility and gratitude, I take your feet in my hands and receive this energy through your feet, up your legs, out your crown, and back to source. You are held in a down current of energy from source and an up current of energy from the earth. And all who stand with me at your feet, helping you to anchor your energy, your spirit into this human body, bringing every gift, every talent, every aspect of who you truly are into this body, into this moment, and in reserve to be activated at the perfect times to help you fulfill your purpose on earth. You were born to be here now. You were born for this moment. And I and the team who have gathered for you take a step back and beam this energy through your aura toward your body in its entirety. And may your aura come into alignment with your highest potential, your highest healing, as all areas of dissonance shift into resonance. Your system calibrates to your highest potential. Having released all you no longer need, and having received all that you need, you are ready to move forward in new ways. And you may take a moment to invite more clarity, more groundedness, more awareness in each moment. Receiving, trusting, and acting upon the highest guidance that does come to you. You are awake, and you are emanating light. And at this time, you are invited to shine this light with pure love to anyone, any situation, anything at all that you wish to focus on. All who are open to receive shall receive. And this light that we offer does not diminish our light. As we offer, the energy amplifies. All are included in the full power and potential of this energy, always helping for the highest good. And you may name as many people and situations and perhaps goals that you would like to empower as you wish. There is no limitation. And may you know your connection to the source and the energy that flows to you at all times, constantly, completely. You are held in a flow of life, a flow of love, support, and potential. May you know peace, love, and understanding today and all days. Sealing this energy now. In universal love and light. You are whole and complete. And I thank you for taking this time for you, because when you do that, you help everyone and everything. It's very important. When you feel ready, you may bring your awareness to your eyes. Slowly open them and come back. I didn't really mention my grid because we do this every month, and I don't know, I forget some of you might be new, and I hope that's the case. And so we will do the questions here in a couple minutes. But for those of you who aren't familiar with my grid here, this is a Reiki grid that I use to offer Reiki support to all who are named. Everybody who joins in the live stream, I add to the grid. I see your comments there, and you're here because your name is there. And I charge this grid, and Reiki energy goes out regularly all the time, not just here today. It's a technique that I teach in my Reiki master classes. So, but there are many ways to make grids and utilize energy. I'm just going to go ahead and move that off to the side because some of you know I talk with my hands. So I will be hitting that if it stays there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the meditation this time around. It was kind of nice to focus on, offering you a session of Reiki. I don't offer Reiki sessions for individuals anymore, just my mentoring sessions, which are, varied and different, and a lot of different things happen in that. I see Dubai over there. Yes, that's beautiful. Yes. So thank you all so much for being here. It's always a joy to be here with you all. And of course, I can talk forever. So, woo. All right. So, what announcements do I have? A couple of things. I was really surprised lately. I met somebody who knows me pretty well. I mean, has even taken some of my classes. And I will tell you, oh, Helen, great to see you. But I will tell you that she wasn't even aware that we do the live streams here. And then wasn't aware about the podcast. And I just want to take a quick minute to say, you see those little circles on the side? I'm here on YouTube, but I do a lot of other stuff. So if you like the stuff on YouTube, you might want to check things out. So my website has different things on it, lets you know these things. But I do a podcast, and I just wrapped up season 4 of it. It's called Beyond the Reiki Gateway. And why is it even called that? It's called that because a lot of people like me learn Reiki early on in their spiritual journey, because anybody can learn Reiki. Anybody can learn Reiki. So it's a wonderful entry point to all things spiritual. And people who aren't looking for a spiritual journey, they will often take a Reiki class, and that starts things off, and they get curious, right? So that's why I call it's a podcast for the spiritually curious, Beyond the Reiki Gateway. You can even find that podcast on YouTube. I have a separate YouTube channel just for that, Beyond the Reiki Gateway podcast, I think. Podcast, I think, is in the name, and I don't look at the name all the time, so I know it's kind of weird, but you could just search on YouTube, and it'll come up, Beyond the Reiki Gateway. So we're ending season 4. Right now we're doing a little recap episode and a preview into season 5. So yeah, I guess I've already spilled the beans on that. Our first episode is next Wednesday, and I'm going to have Emma Dunwoody on, and you might have heard of her, might not, but she is all about human design. And we've never done that on the podcast before. And so we talk about human design, and it's a great episode, really great. I'm proud to put that one out for season 5, episode 1. So you can get it. You can get the whole show, all the episodes, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Also on the YouTube channel, we publish those episodes with the video now, and the same day they come out. It's every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So please check that out. I also have a membership community for Reiki people, because I never had a community when I was starting out, and it was really hard. So if you're looking for more like-minded people to get together with, if you want to hang out with me more in a more tangible way, we do that in there as well, with mentoring and business. So there's lots of different things in there. And we even have a new book club. We've been open for a year now, so we just celebrated our year anniversary. So there's a lot of things happening here. Lots of things happening. I see over in the chat now the newsletter link if you want to sign up for newsletters, and also beautiful. Eilish O'Rourke says it's a great membership. Hi, Eilish. Yes, I met Eilish in the community. Yeah, yeah. I actually did a guided self Reiki in the community live this morning before I came on and did this. So it's pretty cool. You can check it out. The link is also in the chat. You can check it out. I think in this age of AI, and you don't know what to trust out there or whatever, it is pretty neat to be in our own community and know who we're talking to and have real, genuine interactions with each other. But I could go on. And lastly, I just want to say If you're interested in learning Reiki, I do teach live and online. In my last class, we had people from the other side of the world, and they stayed up all night long to be in the class with me, and they made it, and it was amazing. And um, if you don't want to take class with me, online, if you want to take, because I don't teach in person right now, I love online. I love it, love, love, love it. Um, find a really good teacher. Please find a good teacher because your training is everything. And you want to go into the world of Reiki feeling good and confident about your training. Because if you feel like your training wasn't so great, it dampens everything after that. So I have a Karuna Reiki class coming up. If you're already a Reiki master, that one would be maybe for you, Karuna Reiki. And then I have Animal Reiki coming up in October. But I got classes. So if you're interested at all, please check it out. Check it out. And maybe we'll meet one day in class, which would be really super awesome. Anyway, I've talked a whole lot about stuff. So I'm going to be quiet and turn it over to you here in a second. So if you can get those questions ready, then we'll shift gears. Yes. Yes. Oh, good, Elliot. Good. Yeah. Please listen. Podcasts are kind of cool because you can listen while you're cleaning the house or in the car or whatever else. But yeah. So yeah, what questions do you have? Oh, somebody says, hello, your necklace. This necklace is an interesting necklace. I don't even know what the beads are made out of. Probably like, I don't know, clay or something. I actually, um, I actually got this the first time I went to Egypt, and I only got a couple little things when I went, and this was one of them. And I love it. It's fallen apart a couple of times because it's just like on thread, but I managed to put it back together. So I'm always really careful with it whenever I wear it. But thanks for noticing. Question one: I sneeze while offering Reiki sessions. Is that normal? It just happens. Much love to you and Reiki hugs. Signing up for masterclass. Oh, awesome. Can't wait to meet you. Yes. Oh, yes. I know you. Yes, we have met. Yes. Hi, Becca. Um, okay. So, sneezing. So, sneezing, that's interesting. It is one reaction we might have when we offer Reiki. And I would say, I would expect that over time that may subside. All right. It may not, but I'm thinking it might for you. So there are all kinds of different things that may happen. I guess my question for you, Becca, is if you receive Reiki, do you also sneeze? Because let's not. I think that's an interesting question to investigate. Um, yeah, and I don't know if you know the answer to that yet or not, but um, yawning, burping, passing gas is also something that happens to Reiki people sometimes. Stomach growling, things like that. Okay. And so, what I would say is just accept that it's letting you know that Reiki's flowing. And I know I'm really stumbling on this one because a lot of stuff is coming into my mind to say, um, and we're not. I can't really tune in and tell you why you're doing that. So there are a lot of possibilities for you on why that might be happening. My suspicion, though, is when you trust the Reiki more, you won't sneeze anymore. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm a big experimenter. I have a science background. So, Becca, your assignment, because I was a science teacher also, your assignment for homework is to check this out: receive Reiki from somebody else. Do you sneeze? And then keep giving your Reiki sessions to others and see if the sneezing subsides or not. But this is an interesting question for sure. So, yeah, but I think it's going to go away. Please report back. Okay, maybe another question. Yeah, let's see. How can we suggest a speaker for the podcast? I know someone who would be awesome to interview. You can send their name to info at Beyond the Reiki Gateway. Info at Beyond the Reiki Gateway. You can suggest people. Um, I'm gonna give you the inside scoop though. I mean, um, we've got a lot of people that contact the podcast. We even have people who I guess are agents for people who want their client to be on. So there's a lot of interest on the show, and we only I have a bug flying around. We only have so many openings, and so don't be discouraged if you don't see the person or anything like that. But yeah, go ahead and put their name in. But also, it'd be helpful to know why. It would be helpful to know why. And lastly, I really am interested in guests that can offer the listeners something, you know, a takeaway, something to um, help their life, right now, something useful for them. I don't want to just have it be an infomercial where people want to come on and just promote their thing. I want there to be value for the listener. So that's important to me. Mhm. Thank you, Esteban. Good to hear from you. What chakras should we give Reiki if someone is suffering from chronic kidney disease? Should we give whole body? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I think if you have time, if you're going to do a session, I would always do the full body, always, always, always. And I think also beaming is important as well. Beaming helps treat the aura, which a lot of our issues have imprints in the aura, even causation in the aura. And I think a lot of us overlook the importance of the aura and treating the aura. So I would do whole body, I would do aura, I would do over the kidneys as well, but where the best place to treat for any particular condition, where that is often not where we think it is. All right. So follow the energy, allow the energy to guide you through the session and see, because that place that is most helpful to provide the Reiki directly, with hands, I'll say, that area for one person with the same condition as another person, that area could be different. Okay. Every person's energy, their causes, the original cause for this, also other contributing conditions that are related to that, every person's different. And so I think it's very important to allow during the session, allow yourself to be open and go where it feels most appropriate. Okay. Now, if you're not intuitive, if you need to do a set of hand positions, that kind of thing, and that's totally fine because Reiki's going to flow and Reiki's going to help. But if you need to do it that way, then doing the full body becomes even more important because you want to really make sure that you are offering Reiki to wherever it is that they need it for the most help. Now, I can hear you. I can hear some of you out there right now, and you're saying, but Andrea, I've heard that Reiki always goes to where it's needed. If that were true, we would just hold on the person's earlobes and we'd never move, right? So I know that's a silly joke, but it's in a way it's kind of true. We're very complex. If Reiki will move to other parts of the body. So if hands are at the head and you may feel it in the stomach, it may move, and that's fine. But I think it's important that we don't assume that that's the case and that there aren't other things between where the hands are and where the true need is that will also take energy, will also take some of this Reiki. So there are no absolutes when it comes to Reiki. Every session, have that be a new session. Try to allow yourself to go where you feel you're guided to go. When in doubt, do the whole body. Do the whole body. And if you have time, always do the whole body and the aura and all of that kind of thing. So, and bottom line, no two people are the same when it comes to their condition, the causes, and how to best treat it. We can have some ideas and some, maybe a framework, but let us never assume that because it was one way with one person, it's going to be that way with the next person that we see for the exact same condition. Okay. I think I did okay on that one. I think I answered that enough. NN. Let's see. Do we have another one? Is Reiki Holy Fire included in Karuna Reiki, Andrea? Well, there are a lot of Karuna Reiki teachers out there, and the one that I teach is called Holy Fire Karuna Reiki. And so, if you were to take my class, yes, Holy Fire is a part of that. However, there are a lot of other Karuna teachers out there in the world, and their class is Karuna Reiki. So it can have holy fire or it doesn't have to. It just depends. But I teach holy fire, Karuna Reiki, the most current curriculum as put out by the International Center for Reiki Training. So that's what I teach. I like to teach that curriculum. Back in the day, uh, Karuna Reiki, uh, in its early days, was learned by many different people, and then some of those people made changes to the curriculum and the symbols and things like that, and they kept teaching that. And so there was a lot of, I would say, there was a mixture out there of classes that all called themselves Karuna, and this was before Holy Fire even came about. And so what I would say about that is that's why we see the trademark now on the curriculum that's put out by the International Center for Reiki Training. And, you know, so I'll take just a second. I do this in my master classes because, you can then teach after that class. So I think it's important to put in that class, but I'm going to just put it right here for you. And that is the trademark. And so when I teach my classes, I'm teaching the trademarked version. And you might hear that word trademark. I'm sorry, I'm reaching for something. So like last weekend, I just taught the master class. And so if you can see this, there's a trademark on my manual. And so I teach it as it's put out by the International Center for Reiki Training. Now, if I wanted to, I could make changes, right, to how I do Reiki, how I teach, the techniques and all of that. And that's totally fine. William Rand, who developed, well, Karuna Reiki and Holy Fire Reiki, he'll be the first to tell you, innovate, follow your guidance, change it. But if you change the style that you learn, then you need to change the name of it. Because if we're all calling ourselves Karuna Reiki or Holy Fire, and then I teach it different than the center teaches it and somebody else, how do our students know what they're learning? There's no consistency. And that's what the trademark's all about. So if you want to learn Holy Fire Reiki or Holy Fire Karuna Reiki, the way the style was developed and the way it's supposed to be, look for a class that teaches Holy Fire trademark Reiki, Holy Fire trademark. That's what the trademark is. There's been misunderstanding in the Reiki community where people say, oh, it's all about money and you can't trademark the energy. It isn't about that. It's about allowing people to have confidence in when they sign up for a class, what it is they're learning. And that trademark is about the content of the course, the curriculum. It isn't about the energy. The energy takes care of itself. So anyway, hopefully that's, not way too off topic or whatever, but you want to investigate any class that you're looking to take and make sure it is what it is that you are looking for. Because, out in Reiki, there are many different things and a lot of similar names and things like that. I hope I did okay on that question, Renata. I'm wondering if you have daily routine or everyday practice to enhance your Reiki energy. I've just taken Holy Fire Master class. I want to practice to make my Reiki stronger. Oh, that's wonderful. So even in the manual that we use for my class, there's a section all about developing your Holy Fire energy. So this is interesting Interesting thing that you brought this up. Um, yeah, so self Reiki. Well, you're asking about me, and I'll get to that in a second. But in general, things to help strengthen and develop your Reiki energy would be daily meditation, gasho, or in my Holy Fire Masterclass, I teach the Holy Fire meditation. So a meditation like that, gasho or the Holy Fire meditation, um, that is wonderful every day. Um, let's see what else. Oh, self Reiki. That's phenomenal. Spending time on self care is super important. The next thing I would say is giving Reiki to others and also receiving Reiki from others. So practice is really important because you can take a Reiki class, and I encourage everybody to do that if you have an interest. But you can take a Reiki class, but if you don't practice after the class, what good is it? Because the value of having Reiki is the practice of it, the experience of being in the energy. And when we offer Reiki to other people, we're receiving Reiki as at the same time. But it's very different. If we do self Reiki, that's one sort of experience. And we'll be aware of certain things or we'll develop in a certain way. Giving Reiki to others, that's different experience. So you can't exchange all of these and say that they're all the same. They are very different. And then receiving Reiki, that's a totally different experience. So Reiki, Reiki, Reiki. That's what you need to do to develop your Reiki and develop your everything. So your intuition will get better. The strength of the Reiki that you offer will get better. Your trust in the energy will get better. Everything gets better, but you have to practice. So those meditations or any of those ways I practiced. Also, in my masterclass too, you can then teach it. So you can repeat your ignitions or placements anytime you want. And if people are thinking, well, what on earth is she talking about? Placements and ignitions? That is special to Holy Fire. We don't call them attunements anymore, as in the other styles, because we do that procedure of attuning to the energy. We do that in a very different way, and it is amazing. And so because the method of attunement is very different, we use different names. And so for Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and then the master symbol in the master class, we call those placements. The attunements are called placements. And then at the master level, we have a Holy Fire Master symbol, and that is you receive attunement to that symbol over 4 ignitions. We call them ignitions. And the everything is very different like that with Holy Fire, and there is a purity to it because the energy of the attunement, you see I'm using air quotes, so the energy of the attunement, which we call placements and ignitions, does not come through the teacher as in other styles. It comes directly from the source to you because you do not need another human being, I don't care who they are, between you and the source of the energy. How about that? So that direct connection gives you the highest potential for receiving everything that you need out of that placement or ignition. And that energy knows everything about you. It knows what you need, and it allows that to take place for you during those. So very different methodology in how a student is attuned to the energy. And I have to say, I so resonate with that because you do not need anybody between yourself and the source of the energy. It's just not necessary anymore. Okay, that was my soapbox. Oh, my daily routine. I tune in before I get out of bed. I often do self Reiki. I invite guidance to come to me before I start my day. I'm living and breathing Reiki every day. I got to tell you, I'm so focused on it in my business, in the podcast, in the community. So Reiki is a part of my day every single day, just in different forms. But I love to tune into the energy. I love the holy fire meditation. I do a lot of self Reiki. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Going under anesthesia in a couple weeks, and I'm so sorry, nervous. Advice, suggestions for a sensitive human and Reiki master as myself. Oh, okay. So, anesthesia. So, what I would suggest is I've had surgery once in my life, and what this may sound crazy, but oh well, that's never stopped me before. So what I did was I sent Reiki to myself before the surgery. So I sat down and I literally I don't remember exactly. I believe I wrote it on a piece of paper. You know, whoop, my surgery on Wednesday or whatever it was. But I wrote that on a piece of paper and I Reiki'd it. I held it in my hands and I Reiki'd it. And the intention is that um, that Reiki energy was going to that time, that situation, and um, that was my surgery and everything around it. And I did that several days before the surgery. And because I was really nervous too. And a lot of it was the same thing that you're talking about, this anesthesia thing. And, that's, you're out of your body. I mean, you have no consciousness, and that's scary. So, number one, uh, don't feel bad, for having the fear, number one. But I did that. I actually sent Reiki to that. You might be asking, well, how long did you do that? Probably only 20 minutes or something like that, because in my mind, that's all that's needed, because I'm not limiting it by 20 minutes later. I'm just inviting everything that I will need, for that surgery, and spending 20 minutes in preparing that. And then the funny thing was, I was really nervous. And then the night before the surgery, I was getting, things ready to take with me to surgery the next day. And I have to tell you, I kind of like tuned into myself, or was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was really nervous. Why am I not nervous as I'm getting this stuff ready? Because I'm really preparing to go. But it was so funny to me, because it wasn't that I was like, I didn't remember that I sent Reiki to the situation. I didn't remember that first. What I noticed was how calm I was. And I was like, why am I so calm? And then I remembered that I sent the Reiki, and I thought, oh my gosh, but my surgery's tomorrow. But what happened was I needed the Reiki as I was preparing to go to the surgery. And that's when it came. Now, again, I know it sounds crazy. So I go to the hospital, I'm laying there. And anyway, it's a long story. I was so fascinated with the process. It was like I wasn't worried. I was like really observing and like, wow, all these people are here for me. Wow, how amazing, how blessed I am. I had a totally weird reaction to the whole thing. And then what I'll say is, they parade all these people through, before you go in, like, hi, I'm the anesthesiast. Hi, I'm the nurse. I'm this, I'm that. There was a lot of people. Anyway, one of the nurses thought I already had the first injection in my IV to calm me. They apparently give you one injection to settle you down and get you relaxed, and then they follow up with the next step, the next thing in your IV. They actually thought that I had been dosed with the first medication, and I had not. I was just so relaxed. I'm telling you, it'll be totally fine, Ginger. I do recommend um, sending Reiki ahead of time, and then trusting. And also, your higher self, that higher part of you, Ginger, is never, is never asleep, and is always taking care of you. So trust in your higher self. If you believe and have angels and guides and all of that kind of thing, have a talk with them, invite them to really um, offer all the love and support, like a big energetic hug to you throughout the entire thing. Ask them to, um, whatever floats your boat on that, ask them to protect you and, all of that, nurture you and heal you and everything while during this whole process, as well as creating a wonderful and remarkable recovery that your doctors are amazed about. Okay. I wish you every blessing on your surgery. I hope it goes very well and that you recover very quickly. But you are in good hands. You are in really good hands. Don't forget, your higher self's always with you, looking out for you, and get your team there with you as well if you want to. And you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Yes. And I see Eilish is sending you good wishes. Yes. So we're all behind you. So I hope you'll come next month to the live stream and let us know how you are. Okay. I hope so. It'll be the first Thursday of September. I don't even know the date on that, but I think we're out of time. I think we're out of time this for this month. I'm going to just look at the date really fast because I have it on my computer. Let's find out what the date is for next time. It looks like it's September 5th. September 5th. So I'll be back here on YouTube September 5th. If you have more questions, bring those. If you're a Reiki person and you want more support, like mentoring and, be able to ask questions anytime you want to, or, during our group mentoring sessions, consider the community because we are such a caring group. We've got members from all around the world, and there's no other community out there like it. We do practice. I just go to the site members.mainstreamreiki.com. I'll quit talking, but if it appeals to you, give it a try. Would love to see you in there. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad you feel better, calmer already, Ginger. Yeah, we got you. We got you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I'll see you out in the ether across YouTube and everywhere else. All right. Thanks so much.